Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of SnowTown here in City Skylines, where, guys, last episode we did some brand new expansions to a certain area of the city, which has enabled us to kind of really take advantage, and I've said it before, the ferry slash metro slash tram lines. And it's then started to spark my interest with combining more lines, and rather than doing it like individually like we did there, where the pedestrians get off a line then walk to the next one, we haven't really looked too much towards the transport hubs. So I think it's the perfect idea, the perfect time right now to introduce the airport to SnowTown. We got quite a large population for it, and we can utilize one of the transport hubs that has the airport on, and we can then crisscross over all the Chris's and the crosses and the overs, different transport links and routes, which should be quite a lot of fun. So if you guys do enjoy this, please smash that like button down below. If you're new in here, then make sure you do subscribe, because guys, we're about to get in. I don't know if it's going to be the only airport, but let's just say the first airport in SnowTown right now. So this is what I'm talking about, what we did last episode. And even though I've crisscrossed routes before, I kind of like the idea that we had the triple threat in a way. We had the ferry line, which then you walk up here past the little restaurant area, to the subway line, which you can then cross the road and walk all the way up to here, which we have somewhere. It's only a short walking distance over to here. Again, it's not perfect. It wasn't intentional. You know, I could have got them all a little bit closer, but it's within walking radius around this commercial shopping district, which is really, really beneficial for those guys. And so I kind of like the idea of crossing them over. So we're going to take a look at the transport hubs. More importantly, the airport ones. And there's only two. We have the international airport, which crisscrosses over, obviously, planes to a metro line. But then we have this one, Metropolitan Airport. Not only does it have two runways, but it also crisscrosses over to the metro line, the subway line, and potentially a helicopter route. Yeah. I freaking know. It sounds quite cool, doesn't it? But what we're going to do is going to think about where we can place it. Now, it's quite a big airport, so I don't mind it being kind of slightly out of town a little bit. I don't mind that, because we're going to have the transport links set up. I think predominantly we'll start with the metro line, and that'll be what ships all the passengers to and from the airport, makes it a little bit easier to get to. So yeah, like I said, I don't mind it being slightly out of town, but it's what side of the river do we kind of work on. So if I was to pull it over here, I think it's too far over here, and I want to save this for like the rural side of SnowTown. Here might be a little bit too kind of short and narrow and quite close to these highway roads. Let me see what it'd be like. See, it could fit in, but wherever I place it, if I placed it here, the edge of the runway is too close to the highway. Don't want to place it there. I mean, I could squeeze it here, but it makes the area feel quite awkward. I can throw it over here, but then I feel like we're getting quite far away. So I don't think this side of the river is going to be the one. Now, if I take a look at this side of the river, let me just get out of this for a minute. It's all filled up over here. I could reclaim one of these islands, but then we're talking a little bit too far away. I could place it over here. What if I reclaimed this stretch of land there? Hold on. And then, because I could... Oh, hold on. I could place it like somewhere like this, where the runway comes from the river, and then the other runway crosses over that way. Yeah, it's far enough away from the mountains that they can come down. But then we have the issue... So let's say I placed it here. Then we have the issue of the highway. So the highway can actually come up. Now, originally I wanted it to... These two highways, this and this one, to eventually come up, run parallel, and then connect as one. But what if I made this come up, turn to go in slightly, and then it kind of connected to that one that ran straight up as one? Because the connection is going to go further up anyway. Then I can utilize this highway as being a really good way to bring in traffic, like vehicle traffic. They might even use that and come down. So I can have a highway before the actual entrance of the airport, which can solve some traffic issues. We don't really get much anyway, because we can have a really good public transport network set up. But then it comes to subway lines. Oh, okay, we have this green one here, as you can see, which could come up to connect to... Now, does it have... Oh, it has two metro lines. So I can utilize that one that comes up. Hold on, because it's kind of hard to see. Where is it? There. So that comes up to there to cross over the other one. And then the one that goes that way. Whoa, that sneeze just came out of nowhere. So the one that one connects up to there, that goes that way. Then we have one that crosses over, which I could utilize from this crossing here, where it crosses over there. It can continue up to follow along with this highway, and then cut in, and that one can go straight up. Ooh, okay, so we got some good subway lines there, the metro lines. Do you know what? That might be the one to do it with. That might be the area, boys. So after a lot of deliberating, is that the correct term? We're going to place it there. So let me buy the remainder of this land. And we'll push it quite far up, so I've got a fair bit of room to maneuver, room to work with. I know it's costing me a fortune. But we eventually got to buy them at some point, so we might as well just buy a couple now. Just so I can visually see it, get the right camera angles all in. I'll buy these 2 pieces here. Glorious, mate. Glorious. Now we have the free wide angle. Oh, it feels good. So for the first time, you can actually see how the train connections up here are all connected. It goes straight out over there. This is a really weird one over here, isn't it? Straight out over there. It all hooks up to one train line, which is really heavily elevated, which comes across there. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm sure there's better ways in which you can do that. But hey ho, there we go. So that train line there, I might have to kind of zhuzh it up a little bit. But we'll see. We will see. So let me increase the brush size. Let's get the terrain height. I'm going to pause it. And we're going to follow the natural line of where this would go. That sneeze has now made me all... Oh, don't tell me I got coronafolio. Don't tell me your boy's got coronafolio. Right, brush size increase. There we go. And it's a bit patchy, the colour of the terrain, but that is mainly because it is sand. And I think then we'll smoothen the rest off so we can create some natural elevation changes when it comes to it all. And then we'll just kind of lightly tap the edges of this so it's not such a sharp edge to the waterfront. Now, we put it into play mode. It's going to cause some dramatic flooding. So we're going to have to reset the sea level a few times. So let it do what it's got to do. And then we'll reset the sea level, which should disappear. Boom. And will it come back? Slightly. We do it again. Now, we do have a little puddle there because that is technically lower than the sea level. But that should naturally evaporate itself as time goes on. Fingers crossed, he says. Fingers crossed. So, we're going to drop the airport in then. Let's pick a nice little spot. So, let's get the angles just right. Now, I'm thinking about here. Will be good. Should be good. Actually, let me push it to about there. Right, we'll go there, right? So, now that we can see it, this runway here, the highway is going to bend round that way. So, planes can come in over the highway, and as the highway bends, they can then start the descent to kind of get in line with it, which is good enough. Good enough for us. Obviously, coming from this way, it's free and open. Coming from this way, you have the mountains here, but it's enough to kind of come down. I'm hoping anyway, or just come from this direction. So, they can pick whatever direction they want to go in. Whatever is suitable for the approach needed. And yeah, like I said, we've got the helicopters that we can utilize from it as well. This is the current entry point right now. I'll set up a nice little car park. Oh, I'm so excited. I am so excited right now. So I won't hook it all up to any other forms of public transport network just yet. And, right, okay. So let's sort this out then. So, do I turn it into a one-way road? Do I unhook it and go one-way roady? Do you know what? I'm gonna. We'll one-way road it. So, where's my one-way road? Should I go for one with trees? Oh, that could look kind of nice. Right, flip it that way. There we go. And what are the bends there? They're free by threes. So we have going across there 4. Up here at the minute is 7. So if I go out by 3, Then we got a full 10 straight. And if I do a 3 by 3 on the bend, 3 by 3 there, and then we got the same angle, so we're creating almost like a perfect oval. Why are you not updating, boy? There we go. And then that goes straight across as the 4. Nice. So if that goes across by the 4 then, it's actually going to be quite difficult to try and get that center point. So let me see if I can attempt it. There we go. Just to kind of come down, so we have that little central point. And then we'll upgrade it to... a small 4-lane road. Would that work? Because I have this option, but it's way too big. But that would work. So, yeah, I've come down by 5. That'll be the entry point there. I'll do a nice little car park in the middle in just a moment. So, with that said then, we've got plenty of room to bend the highway around. Now. We also have that road in the middle, the industrial road. Now, that will continue to go up as well. And do I have that bend round as well? And eventually connect up to this? I think so. I did originally want to place. I did originally want to do some type of industry this episode, like you know, either the the farming or the fishing. And if I was going to do the fishing one, it was going to be on these islands, which we can still do 100%. But it all then comes down to where the entry point's going to be for these guys. Is it going to be here, this side, or after the airport? But then again, I can also turn that road as an underground tunnel to kind of divert and completely skip out the whole entire airport. So I do have many options to kind of play around with. But let me just kind of stick to this for just a hot minute. So this road is going to continue to go up anyway. And then we also have this road here going across. I think what we'll do is we'll keep bringing this straight. Or actually no, we'll make this road go straight up, and then that road can bend into it, and wherever it bends into it kind of comes around to bend into that, so we're creating like a nice little oval in a way. Okay, so I'm going to have to pause it because I'm going to have to get rid of some of these train lines right now. So I'm so sorry, train lines. We'll place you back in just a memento, but for now I'm just going to have to get rid of you. So yeah, if I just for now then I bring these up. Alright, I got by 100. There we go. And I think we'll pick, let's pick this point here and go up by 20. And where is this? So it happens quite early on. So bring this up a bit more. So that happens there at 15. 15 by 15. That bends around quite nice. Okay. Because this highway is going to come down here. And then it'll run parallel with this road. So this road will kind of come down and then bend to kind of get up to this part here. So if I delete this back a bit. Like that there. So I know where we're sticking out and coming from. And then it kind of gives me an angle. How far did we go out here? Went up by 20. It gives me the angle to work with because that highway is going to come down here and then run parallel with that. So like how this bent round and then split either side, running down there, and like how that does, that's what this is going to do when it runs and follows this road going up and so over that way. And probably over this whole connection is where we're going to do the big kind of switch over because this is going to follow it around as well. Now that's going to be interesting in itself to try and get that working. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. So it's actually an industrial road there, isn't it? So we'll continue this up and we'll take it up to 60 here. Now we need to, in a way, get it all connected. So what I'm thinking of is I'm going to do a couple of placeholder roads just here right now. So I'll get rid of this, but that is where the parallel road runs of that, and I can again get more car parks either side when we're working with building up this airport. And then what we do is we bring this as close as possible. So if I go 25, And then we're interested to see what the bend is here. So 12 by 11. Let me delete that. 12 by 12. And then we connect that. I'll upgrade this back to this road as well. And then, do I go for such a big bend here? I'll go up by another 10. Go out by another 10. 20 by 20. There we go. And then that's where that highway's going to follow it round. And then we do like a little nice on and off ramp. Or we could do something really cool for that area. I can maybe integrate as well that 4-lane road where the 2 outer roads on each side merge into the highway. See, that could be pretty cool as well. Ooh, I got options. I've never had so many options before. Right, how far do I take this down? Should we take it all the way down to here, where it turns into a tree road? And we will have this industrial area kind of snapping over to it as well. But for now, we'll kind of keep it to like this. Just to get the actual train network connected, I'm just going to do some very loose road layouts right now, just to kind of get these guys connected. Can I not? Oh, it went blue then. There we go. Like I said, very loose, just so the train line's still working. And there we go. We are back to normal, in a way. Kind of, a little bit. Okay, maybe not too much. Right, let's sort this highway out next then. Now, I do have the parallel running roads mod that I can kind of play around with this. But again, it is still quite difficult to try and do this. So, I've got to mess about with the angles and stuff like that. Is that the right type of road? It's not, is it? Which one is it? It's this one, isn't it? Yeah. So, that to there. I've got to set this all up right now. So, it's a 3-lane road. Right. And we've got to... Oh, no. Play around with this. So if I start with it at 50, is that enough, do you reckon? No. 80? I'm really like pushing the boat out. No, it's way too far. I don't know how you kind of figure it out. Save preset, load, toggle node snapping, search networks. Oh, okay, adding it multiple. Yeah, I don't know how that kind of works in terms of how you figure out the distance. So, yeah. Okay, right. We'll go 65. Now, is that perfect? If I was to connect a road here. Right, it went slightly to the right there. So if I go 62. I'm not entirely sure the best way to do this is. Why is it all going skew-if? No, it's definitely not okay. Let me just go 64, because that might be the one. Okay, it was 64 this whole time. Right, okay, with that said then, let me delete that. Now I've got it perfect. I'll run this up to here where we're about to bend. And if I can remember correctly, wasn't it a 20... No, actually, I won't do it like that. We'll kind of still play around with this angle. How do I get it to kind of align the way I want it to? Like, I don't want it to go that way. Okay, it does it automatically. Oh, okay. I'm still learning this mod. Can you tell? Right, so if I brought this down to there, I just realised that's not actually facing the right way round, is it? And then... Alright, it's difficult to see. I did the wrong side of the road. God damn it, fool. Yeah, like I said, I'm sure it was like a 20 by 20 or something like that. 23 by 23, no. We'll go 21 by 23, no. 22 by 23. 22 by 22. That's pretty close. Ish. We can roll with that. And then, of course, coming down to here, I don't exactly know where it's going to go after that point, so it's a complete guess with the road at that point there. So 14 by 13, we'll go... Oh, snap. Oh, why have I deleted that? Right, get rid of... Is my parallel mod gone now? No. Right, it was a bit touch and go in areas, guys. I'm still learning how to use that mod. Well, if I delete after the straight bits there. Sometimes I just feel like it would have been a lot easier for me to just manually do it, but hey ho. We're here now, guys. We've arrived at this point. Let's get all this highway connected in. So, this is the one that's got to be flipped around. Pointing in that direction. There we go. Just that strip as well. And then... Getting it all connected back. Nice. So the highway goes around a nice little kind of angle. So how it might work is, see how I followed that road around there? I think it actually won't do that here. So where it's straight on this bit, yeah, I'll show you what I mean right now. It will continue to go straight like there, and where that one kind of comes down there and connects that way, this one will kind of merge into it as it pushes over. So it won't kind of like just kind of bend with that road. It will kind of take a turn and go off in this direction. But we'll just kind of keep it to there for now because we have like some form of connection set up. Right, okay. I won't connect to the highway today as well because again, I don't fully know if, you know, it might kind of bend over this way, get quite close to it and then go open that way. I still don't know how it's going to play out. So for now, we'll just kind of keep it open. I might just kind of do a very generic on and off ramp area. Why don't I, for now then, guys, again, just for now, for the sake of having it work, if I, how many lanes is that? It's a 3 lane. Right, we'll just come from a highway standpoint. Right, if I go by 10, what am I on? Right, again, just for the sake of having it connected, because it'll be quite interesting to see how many people use this stretch of the highway to potentially get to the airport. But, again, just very loosely, just take this with a pinch of salt right now. It'll be interesting to see what actually comes from it. But I will eventually integrate this road here with on and off ramps that kind of bend and intertwine and connect to this highway stretch, which would be really good. So they don't even have to kind of drive on the lower roads. You can go straight through the whole highway system to get to the airport, which will be pretty handy as well. So let me just add the hot water pipes then. So I just have one running straight down the middle to begin with. And then if I follow the road down, Get these boys connected up. It's going to need power. Oh, do we have a truck there? Is that a garbage truck? Yeah. Yeah, so it's going to need power. So if I just run this for now down to here. And then where can I take this? We're going to elevate this up. There we go. Just over there, so we've got power. So it's going to be up and running at this point. Which will be pretty nice for these guys. Yeah. And we'll get our first or our next bit of subway line hooked up. So how many people are using this subway line here? Not that many, but we might start seeing a few more people using it. Now we're going to get it all connected up to the subway line to the airport. So the metro, the subway line, under the tunnel. Has that lowered? Didn't I raise these a few episodes ago? And now they're at minus 24. Are they getting lower and lower? Something fishy is going on, guys. Something fishy is going on. But yeah, we'll run this. Actually, I won't run it straightly from there. We'll take it from here. And we'll slightly bend it. Because it's got to come straight down to there. So there we go. It goes straight up to there, and then that line that is currently above ground, which is just there, as you can see, where currently the train track ends there. We'll make it go underground, and now that will kind of like run along here, and then connect into there, or it could actually just kind of run parallel up all the way to the top, and then I have an additional line that comes off that to connect into there. Or I can make it go straight in. Oh, do you know what I could do? Make it actually go all the way up and then straight in. And then this line here that comes off the other end continues to go up in that direction. I'll just kind of go for like a little bit of a wide berth in. So we can kind of cover this area of a subway stop. Right, for now then, let's get that little connection over. So let me drag it all the way over to there. And then replace the stop there. There we go. So we're up and running with the subway line for now. So we've got many options and ways we can kind of fully expand this, which is actually quite exciting, isn't it? It really is. Okay. So sometimes when you do like a really good public transport system to your airport, you rarely see any vehicles driving to the airport because they would rather take the public transport system. But even though the airport's got a car park, of course, like always, we're going to have to add in our own. And I'm just kind of looking around right now. Is a vehicle just there? Is that just a generic snowplow? No, it's an actual vehicle. Where are you going, boy? Not around these parts. That's what's going on right now. So yeah, I don't know whether I should do something there or actually just kind of build the car parks coming off this area. Now, actually, I won't build them there because I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Oh, there's two cars there. With this whole switch over route of the lanes. So I think I'll just go for the one in the middle. Now, these guys going to the airport. Oh, yeah, they work at the airport. They also work at the airport. So it's the workers on the way. So if they're just getting there, then it won't be too long so we start seeing the passengers start traveling. So let's sort out then some bits and bobs then to get a car park set up. So if I just go across here and then upgrade that road. I want to see how far I can take the upgrades on that road. Oh snap, get out of here, boy. See, that's not too bad there. Got a nice little solid car park in the middle. Gives us this little space open here. I can maybe drop some trees down or something like that. That would be pretty handy. And that is too big to fit into there. We have to do it in smaller stages. So we have to turn the anarchy on. And drop you here and here. There and there. And does that fit in? We can kind of make it fit in. But at the same time, I don't think it's going to. It's an awkward number, isn't it? So we'll kind of like play around with it. There we go. It's what we can get out of it. So this person here, they are leaving as a tourist. So they're now arriving. I'm going to sort out the parking situation around this area too, by applying parking restrictions. Which, oh, because it's trees, there's none. That road doesn't have any. Okay, there actually isn't any parking restrictions I need to add in, because these roads don't allow parking anyway. Which is good to see. Very good to see. Any more people on the highway? So the fact that the workers actually took the highway to get over here shows it is slightly a quicker route at the moment to get here. There is another vehicle. Is that a garbage truck? Yeah, it's a garbage truck right now. Going to collect the garbage. We haven't seen any planes coming right now, but apparently we've had 4 passengers serviced. That's interesting. That's interesting. But once you get more public transport connected up to it, we should be all good. But at the same time, a lot of them are going to be using the metro line too. So, where if you don't see any vehicles heading over here, don't be fooled. They're underground in the metro system. They really are. Right, okay. Okay. So we've integrated our first little airport, which is at the minute nothing too fancy. It's nothing amazing or anything like that. It'll eventually become something amazing as we continue to build up it. But we're about to see our first... Oh! Airplane. Dive bomb into the airport. Are you guys okay? God knows. But we've got plane successfully landing there. We have a secondary plane successfully landing. That's got 200 passengers on. Holy smokes. That's got 176. There's a plane just here. I don't know if you can see it. Just there. Got some fair few passengers on these planes right now. There's people driving over here. Okay. We're now officially up and running. 200 passengers on that one. There's a few more planes dotting around right now, so they're coming from that angle. Now, which side did they take off from? That's got no passengers on leaving, but that's okay. Is that one? 5. Oh my goodness me, I'm sneezing like crazy. I'm allergic to planes. Your boy is allergic to the planes. So they're taking off on this one. So another 2 planes coming in. 200. 135. Oh, this is actually going to be quite a busy airport, guys. People arrive. Oh my goodness me, look at that. Look at that right now. There's a lot of people. Now, they're walking directly to the metro station. So they come out of the airport. Some hit up on the vehicles. Some are going straight to the metro. Underground, which is good to see. So we're going to get a lot of usage out of this. I'm already, look at 618 already. Damn, boy. Damn. And then once you get the highway all connected up as well, there'll be a lot of people driving out of it. A lot of people. Now, my next thought is, and it could be quite interesting, is I could integrate a tram line on it as well. Because you can bring a tram line up, go around the roundabout and back out. But I don't know how I feel about that. That's a discussion for another time. That's maybe too many transport hubs crossing over one another. Well, what's this plane bringing in? 20. Okay, not so many on that one. But yeah. And actually getting people coming out of the metro to go into the airport too. So yeah, it's definitely up and running. Only 1 on that one. Oof. We failed. We'll get him next time. Right. What trees did we got in? It was conifers, wasn't it? Let me bring this brush size right down. Squeeze a couple of conifers in. Just dot them all around there. Looking good. Looking good. Another plane in. 93. What did that one have on? 14. So I think we got rid of the bulk of them, but planes are consistently landing right now, which is good to see. There's another one. So the flight, imagine this is your view leading to SnowTown right now. Can I go cinematic mode? You're like, whoa, look at all the mountains. And you're like, over the mountains. Oh my god, where's SnowTown? Oh, it's over there. But yeah, we're going to get a lot of people using that metro now, aren't we? Not saying that this is going to have any more customers, because again, it's the industrial area. But like subway lines like this, 2, 5, 7. The crossover here might be quite busy as well, as they're getting onto a different route. Because they cross over to there to get onto there. Until we get this line connected all the way over to here. Should I do it straight away and see what differences we kind of get from it? No, because I don't know where the stops are going to be. I'll leave that for now. It's got a solid connection anyway, so we're pretty much all good. And then, yeah, it's fairly interesting, isn't it? It's fairly interesting. I think we should like do little bits and bobs to kind of trim certain areas. Like, if I pause a minute, we kind of lead up to it, so it feels like the airport is slightly over the waterfront. If that makes sense. And it also gets rid of a little bit of dead space. So if I kind of come up and around and then lead back up in that way. So yeah, it's like the airport reclaimed a little bit of land. That's what it kind of looks like for the runway system. Like that there. And if I bring my strength down, just trim the edges off a bit. And then up here we trim a bit more than usual. I might key wall it, to be honest with you. That might be an option. Because it is a little bit sharp. Yeah, I might key wall it to kind of give it the illusion that we kind of slightly reclaim some of the land of the river kind of side of it. And then I can have this key wall here coming off the dock area running all the way up. Which would be pretty handy for us. Would be pretty handy. Right, is that plane there waiting for one to land? Oh, yep. Okay, waiting for that one to dive bomb. I don't know why it does that on some planes. I don't really know. But look at the amount of vehicles now using this highway. Ooh, jazzy. I haven't really had anyone use it as much. But it's pretty cool to see. It is pretty cool to see. Again, I'll sort something out so it's a little bit more, you know, nicer to look at visually. Cars are starting to fill up the airport car park, which is really good. I can integrate helicopters at some point too, so that will be quite interesting. We can have like a couple of back and forths over the river with helicopters. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? What are these guys complaining over here? Not enough educated workers. Oh, what's the education levels like? Yeah, you definitely have a lot of educated workers. Don't know what your issue is, boy. Unemployment's at 3%, so we've got enough jobs available. Maybe we just need a few more workers. Solve their issues. But how's our little back alley streets right now? They're looking pretty cool, aren't they? I like those. I like those nice little designs. But yeah, very happy with how it's now turning out. We'll give it some time to tick by. We'll smarten the kind of the riverbank up a little bit as well as time goes on. I'm not too sure how I feel about that indentation now, to be honest with you. But the key walls would sort that out anyway. But guys, it's already been a huge success. 500 people a week using our airport. So if you have enjoyed this episode and you can't wait for the next one, then please smash that like button down below. But until next time, guys, I'll see you all soon. So, good.